Hello and welcome, I am Gary Reaver and today is my birthday. And an old tradition I have is to, for my birthday video, play a game that is not one that I'd probably normally do a video on, but it's something I've been playing. And sort of most of what I've been playing recently is actually Umamusume Pretty Derby, which is a game that I got into after watching the anime with some friends, and yeah, I like it. I fell off of it for a bit, but then when they added the Unity Cup, I've really got into playing this, because I got quite bored of the URA finale. But I thought I would do a Unity run through, and yeah. Before I do, I'm just going to very quickly do my daily races. I have already done, the team trials. I have already done them once, but you know they refill. But I really love the quality of life improvements this game has had recently, because I have been doing the dailies on this, but it was such a grind before. But now they've got quick mode on. You could just skip through all of them and it's so quick and easy. Before we begin, I think I'll just quickly show you my probably my 4 favourite characters in this. There's Mayano Top Gun. She is my absolute favourite and I love her wedding outfit. There is Rice Shower, with her her formal, also sort of wedding attire, and a dagger as well. Super Creek, who I just think is adorable. And Winning Ticket, who gives me massive Exusier vibes. Does anyone else get that? I don't know, I think it's the hair and the sort of I guess the sportiness, I don't know. But yes, they are probably my 4 favourites, with Haru Arara's the 5th one, RIP. And yeah, let's begin with the Unity Cup. And just to let you know, I skip through everything in this because they take long enough as it is. And I'm just going to skip through all the story stuff. So who should I play as? Something that's just occurred to me, I assume you can't have 2 trainees who are like the same trainee with different outfits in your teams? Because, technically, the 2 Mayanos are considered separate trainees, but also, presumably, you can't have them both in there. That's something that's just occurred to me. But yes, I think I'll go with Mayano, because, I mean, she's my favourite, and it's my birthday special. So, she is a medium and long. I build her as a front runner because I find that easier. So, also, I've only recently had my first A rank, and it was Sakura Bakushin quite recently, and my second best one was earlier today. So I don't know whether it's because I've got better or the Unity Cup is easier. I don't know, I seem to just produce much better people recently. But yes, I think I'll borrow a Maruzensky, because that way I get some speed and stamina, because Mayano is a long runner primarily. And I'll probably use my Bakushin in order to get some more speed, as front runners need a lot of speed. And a tip I read was to build your decks using only 2 card types. So for not sprint, front mile. Nope. Where's my front long? Did I get rid of it? I did. But yes, stuff like for front long, for example, I need speed and stamina, because you get power from the speed. So if I go with these 2, and then some stamina ones, which are the heart. I generally go with the highest ranked ones, which means I should actually go with that one instead. I need 1 more heart. I'll be McQueen, and then the borrow, I always borrow, where is it there? Kitasan, level 50, because, you know, it's that powerful apparently, so, yeah, there we go, my front long deck. So as I said, I skip everything. I don't know, I have not actually timed how long it takes to do a run with skipping everything, but yes. Also, I love the agenda thing. It makes it so much easier to plan this stuff because it's not in this tiny little box at the bottom. But, yes, feel free to let me know in the comments if you have any suggestions for how I could play better. But, of course, you know, be nice and everything. I have only recently had my first A rank. And I know the Unity does play differently to the standard career mode. And I'm still getting used to it, although I seem to be doing pretty well. I've only lost the Unity Cup once. I know you focus on the Unity training in order to get to the bonuses. So I don't know if that is why my trainees seem to do better on Unity, because they get the Unity bonuses. And I love that the choices now show up here. So a thing that seems to happen on Unity more than on the original is I run out of skill points quite a bit. Let's go with power, because I need to start building her power. Although it is less important for a front runner to have high power, she does need some. So the power she needs I can probably just get from speed, because speed trains power as well. But just in case, I will put in the old Unity trained power as well. See, ones like this where it's a bit of energy but a bit of that, I never know what the best one is. I think I'm going to go for energy in this case. I tend to do it as a case-by-case basis. Team power up, good. I can usually get my team up to about A. Ooh, let's go with the stamina. I can usually get my team up to A by the penultimate race. I could probably do getting my speed up. Stamina's already at D, so I could really do with getting my speed up, because I believe her maiden race is a medium, so you don't need stamina as much as you do need speed. Bit in that, because that gives speed and a bit of energy. And I think I will do some recreation. Oh no, I don't need to. Good. I tend to have about 35 as my cutoff for when I will train. Any higher chance of failure than that, and it just becomes very bad. I do tend to stick to the Unity training a lot in these, whereas in the URA I tend to stick more to like, at least in the early stages, training friendship. 2, that's not bad. Yeah. They have apparently changed guts, but I don't actually know what they've done. I don't know what the changes actually affect. I haven't noticed an effect. Skill points and stamina. Because like I said, I run out of skill points quite a bit. See, 37 is really pushing it. If there were, like, I don't know, multiple on there, then I'd probably go for it anyway. I've only got one turn left, so there's no point resting. I guess I'll just go with wit. Because you can risk wit a lot more. Energy. No, I'll go with skill points and energy. You can risk wit a lot more because there's no downside to failing it, except, you know, wasting the turn. But even then, you still regain energy. Acceleration went towards the front on the final corner. That's a pretty good one. A challenge towards the front of the second half. They're both actually pretty good for Mayano. Or at least the way I built her as a front runner. I'm fairly sure this is a medium. Yes, it is. But she goes into... can I actually check? I can. So she's got a long as her, like, her first one, and then a long... long... Are they all long? No, they're not. I didn't think they were, but yeah. They're mostly long, so I need to focus on... I don't tend to go for the... distance-specific ones. I much prefer the style-specific ones, because I think they are... I'll go with Redshift. I think style-specific ones are a lot more versatile, because you build for a certain style, but you're sort of forced into certain distances. Just check the predictions. Yeah, not too bad. I don't generally care about guts requirements. Right, make sure I change that to front. Not that it really matters. In fact, no, I think that'll be okay. Power is a bit low for a pace chaser at this point, I think. Normally, if I'm going for a pace chaser, I'll put in more starting power, you see. Good work, Mayano. Alright, and now she has 25 turns. There's a long time between things, but I do need to do a couple of races. So let's have a quick snoopy at some good races to do. And this is so much easier. Compare that to this, where it's like it shows you 2 races at a time and you've got to try and organise it. Whereas this, it shows, 5, 6? So much easier. 1,600. I think the best thing to do is to wait until late and then I can go for a G1 race. I don't know how well she'll do in a G1 race at this point, but yeah, I'll take that for the 2 boosts. I don't know how well she'll do in a G1 race at that point, but we will find out. And then I like the agenda because it shows you when they're coming up. So I'll go with the NG because I probably need to rest soon. Yeah, I need to rest because there's very little benefit to doing the wit. I'll take a recreation just in case that boosts her. It does a little. Speed is more important than guts. And I always used to select this one, but it turns out this one is actually probably better. Energy, no, I'll take the skill hint. And ooh. Yeah, alright, I'll boost. I'll take that for the Rice Shower boost slightly. And I still need speed. Stamina's still doing pretty well. Ooh, but then again, that's 2. I'll take that for the 2. Oh, and it failed. Damn. I find Mayano relatively easy compared to like Rice Shower, who was my first favourite in this before I discovered Mayano. Yeah, go for that one for the massive boost. But I found Rice Shower insanely hard. Like there are a couple that I can't remember why Rice Shower was so hard. I think she's sort of depressive, so she tends to get disheartened quite a bit, and therefore it's hard to keep her mood up and everything. Mayano isn't too difficult. She has quite a few sort of free boosts to mood. And probably the hardest though, ooh, yeah, that's worth it. Probably the hardest though are the ones where yeah, I'm gonna have to rest. The hardest are the ones where they have like both like mile and long races, and I find it very difficult to swap between the styles. I did all right with Winning Ticket, who does have both mile and long. Yeah, keep boosting the speed. But in doing so, I came like second or third in all of the mile races, but then really sort of got back up to snuff on the medium and long ones as the campaign went on. Ooh, yeah, I'll take that for the... Because it's stuff like that, I think. The fact that it was a Unity training basically doubled the gains from that, which is why I think Unity is easier. Power and guts or wit? Power. Yep. She needs more power, really. Right, let's have a look. I'm probably too low. Power is a bit low, but speed is pretty good. Stamina is also pretty good. So medium. I'm going to try it. I don't know that she'll win it, but I'll try. Yeah. I got a bit unlucky, and I always forget the skills. I always forget the skills when it's not a mandatory race. Because on mandatory races you can do the skills after committing to the race, but you can't do that on voluntary ones. So I always forget it, which it sucks because that's why I lost. So you can do it there as well. I don't even know what I could have bought. Velocity. Yeah, probably velocity. What are her stats? Yeah, I need the speed more than I need the stamina at this point. That could have made the bloody difference as well, which really annoying. Oh well. Okay. What are the chances? Low. Chances here. Much better. Yeah, I generally go with the middle one on this first one. It was only the winning ticket run I did earlier today that I actually managed to feel confident going against the top ones, and I did turn out winning it. Because you have to win more than you lose. Right. I could go for energy. I could go for skill points. Yeah, I'll go for energy because she's at nothing and I will need to rest as well, and this gives her an extra 20. Just to check. Nope, nothing I can really use there. Okay. So yeah, she would be like down here instead, so I think it was a good idea to go for the energy. Power. Yeah, I'll go for power. Because her power is a little bit low. And, oh, double power, double stamina. I'll go for power again. What does stamina also build? It's not speed. Oh, I need to plan other races because I didn't get enough, which I would have if I'd come first. That one is probably a good bet. Any others that stand out? 11,000? Yeah, I'll go for the 11,000. Yeah, what does stamina also build? Guts. Okay. I thought it might be guts, but I wasn't certain. I didn't want to say in case I was wrong. That's tempting, but it's not Unity. I'd probably go for it if it was Unity. Oh, that's not great. Yeah, I'll take that for the slight energy boost. Yeah, I know. Let me have a quick look. What are the predictions? Decent. I don't have any skills. Oh god, it's a bit of a gamble. No, I will wait. I will wait and I will continue training instead because there's some good training options here. Yeah, I know. The Unity training is too good to pass up a lot of the time. I just had to take a photo. So it's next round. Which means I don't want to rest. Ugh. Like, I know there are some really sort of pro strategies in this, like ways to guarantee you get stuff like her unique boosted and stuff. It's one of these things where there is only so much I can really try without getting a bit overwhelmed by it all. Right, I remember to check the skills this time. And I can't afford any good ones. I rarely ever buy these because they're just too specific. I mean, wet conditions isn't awful. I've got 7 turns. Is there another option that's a bit further on? I just don't... Yes, I can wait for the Japanese oaks in 2 turns. Or the Yushin. I think that's a better chance than this, if I can wait a couple of turns. No, I don't have the energy. I don't have the energy to capitalize on stuff. What are my chances? That's most likely like a third. I'm going to go for it. I mean, she's the favourite. Third, bugger. I knew it was going to happen. I predicted it. She's short on skills. For some reason, in this mode, I am terrible at getting skill points. It doesn't happen anywhere near as much in the other mode. It's just, I don't know why. I think because this mode has much less of a focus on... I'm going to have to rest. On solo races. Speed. Yeah, I'm aware. Alright, let's go for wit. Give it a little bit of speed and some skill points. I'm still aware. Right, let's have a look. What are my chances? Decent. Chance on this one. It's about the same. Okay. Right, let's get another skill. Oh, they're all pace chaser ones. That's annoying. What are they? Are they mediums? They are. Damn. Means there is no benefit to getting... Oh, I don't want to rebuild her as a pace chaser. She doesn't have the power for it. Darn, flip and bother. I can't give her any more skills, which means she's going to struggle with the same issue she has now. But I'll go for this one. Because even if she comes third on for 20,000, that's pretty decent. Yeah, I know she doesn't have enough skills. I'm working on it. But yeah, third for 20,000 is 9,000 odd. So that's, yeah, bit of a fumbled. All you have to do is win one of those in order to get all the fans, but I came third in bloody 3 of them, which is not a great showing. Yeah, I've got, I think, unlucky with the skills I've got on show. A lot of them are pace chaser ones, and you see, I used to plan, and maybe it is the support cards, I used to completely plan the support cards around my style. But that meant I often had, like, just rare ones rather than, like, SSR or SR ones. And I read a tip that was like, no, go for the highest rated ones, like the highest rarity, highest level ones. I'm going to go for Bakushin. Because they have more bonuses in the way of stat boosts, and the skills, sort of, you'll get enough of a range of skills anyway. And generally I find that to be the case. It's just this run I feel I got very unlucky with the skills that showed up. Nope, not a chance. Yep. Damn. Not doing very well on the team stuff. Normally I can take on the best team in the second round. That is a shame. I think she looks like a rabbit. It's the ears. Like some of them, like, who is it? I've forgotten now. One of them... Oh, it's Sakura Chiano. Oh, gives me fox vibes. Whereas I can never remember what her name is, because it's one of the really long ones. The fortune teller one that was just there gives me rabbit vibes because of the longer ears. Right, what do we need? Could go for power. Power is a bit low. That's not there's not much unit. Her. Matikane Fukutitaru. Fukukitaru, yeah. So I like her, I assume, relative more, because you could just say Tannhauser, because she's like Matikane Tannhauser, which I didn't realise at first was all one word, but yeah, I'll go for that for the massive speed boost. Good work, Mayano. Yay! Alright, and now she has quite a slew of races without much gap between them. So look, they're quite regular after this. You have a massive gap of no races and then just tons back to back. And I generally prefer that, I think. Ooh, the triple on guts is not bad. But the double on speed is also pretty good. I'll go for that. Like, maybe I should be going for the skill hints. Yeah, I'm gonna have to rest. But, I don't know. I generally don't chase the skill hints, and or at least not on this mode, and I think I do pretty well. It's just the skills in this one in particular have not been on my side. But the spirit boost is massive and amazing. Both for my team and for me. Oh. She's sad. What's wrong? I'm going to take that for the spirit boost, but then we're going to have to go to the infirmary because I don't know what's wrong with her. Did she get bad practice? She might have, actually. She did. She got practice poor. I missed that. Well, I clearly didn't because I did notice it and I did remember it, but I didn't pay attention to it at the time. Go for the speed there. Right. Speed is now getting pretty good. These late additions to the team, there's very little chance of you getting the spirit boost on them at this stage. I don't even know why they bother having them in. They're like a distraction. But I suppose they add to the Unity training. What do we have? Oh god, I can't afford anything. Not that I really have any that are neutral. That one, corner recovery, is probably one that I want to get. Oh well. Yeah, I could really do with better power and wit. I'm probably focusing speed too much. Okay. I don't know how well she'll do. Oh, nice one. I do feel I hit my stride at the mid to late game, especially with Mayano and earlier with, I'm going to stop mentioning it, earlier with Winning Ticket. I did rather well late game, even though it started off terribly. Like, I basically didn't win any races until the last 3. With her, it was always second or third. And that was, like, enough to keep going, but it's just like, am I completely screwing this up? And then turns out she was my second highest rated trainee of all time. So, who knows? I'm going to rest. 3 turns still. That was a very good rest. Because early when I started playing this, I would rest anytime it was like higher than a 20%. And apparently that was way too much. I'm going to go for the skill points. But it also meant, yeah, it meant that I was very rested, but at the same time I had no skills, no stats or anything. I could get Super Creek ready for a spirit boost. Yeah, let's get Super Creek to a spirit boost. Because that is a... spirit boosts are incredible, so you want to go for them as much as you can. Speed or power. Power and speed. And I was saying wit and power I need more of, so I'll go for the wit. Because I'm definitely, I think, good enough on speed now, even for a front runner. She's doing very well on speed. Right, I've got skill points, so I can get the recovery. Everything else is distance or pace. Oh no, front runner. Okay, well, I do now have a decent front runner one, but I will go for corner recovery. Because my stamina is lower than my speed. No, it is not. Welp, probably should have looked first. Oh well, and it's a long. Okie dokie. Not massively confident going into this. 4th favourite. Damn it! Oh no! Speed! I should have checked, because that oh, it's chucking it down. That speed thing would have made all the difference. Come on now. Oh, I hate using my bloody retries this soon. Oh god, now I've lost it. It's over. Lack of power. Where did I go wrong? Well, she's got through, I think. She needed to be top 3. But that was my last retry. Oh no. That is bad. I barely worked on her stamina. How is the stamina so high? Yeah, I'm not done very well in this. It's not been a particularly good showing. There's my best? Okay. It's not been a particularly good showing, I wouldn't say. Yeah, it's a decent chance. I'm looking forward to them adding Helios to the actual game as a trainee, because I like her. Nice one. Good work, Haru. Yeah, see, new members at this point, what is the bloody point? You're never going to be able to... I suppose it just adds to the number of... Right, skill points. Because I don't need the energy. It adds to the number of Unity training options. See, like that. So it's 2 instead. I could get Kid-san up to a burst. And get power and speed. Yeah, I'll go for that one. So Kid-san is ready to Spirit Burst. I will go for the energy. See, I was after watching, because I've seen seasons 2 and 3 of the anime, as well as Road to the Top and season 1 of Cinderella Grey. I'm looking forward to watching season 2 when that's sort of finished releasing. But it was only after. Ooh. Yeah, go for the Spirit Burst. It was only after finishing season 2 that I found out that I sort of discovered Mayano, and then I found out much later that she is like Teo's roommate, and she just barely appears in it at all, and it's such a disappointment. Oh well. My power is abysmal, so let's try and work on that. I mean, it's not an important stat for a front runner, because power is for breaking out of the crowd and stuff, but she has struggled with that at least once, so I'll go with the speed, because apparently stamina is amazing. 60, that is a... oh no. I've got a little bit of time. Alright, give me a good training. That'll have to do. Best I can take. I think this is a medium. Can we get a speed-based thing? Straightaway acceleration. Where was that front runner one? Pass or challenge, early race or mid-race. That isn't massively helpful. I'll go with the speed boost. Oh, it's a long, okay. Oh, only speed and stamina are doing well. Like, I'm wondering if there is... oh, Mayano, no! Is that enough? No, it wasn't. Oh, no, I needed top 2. Oh, I haven't failed a run in ages. Basically, this is my first failed run on Unity. Oh, that sucks. What an amazing birthday video. Oh, no. Oh, that's very disappointing. I'm sorry, Mayano. You see, I'm wondering, what I was in the middle of saying was I was wondering if there's a strategy to when you Spirit Burst. Because, like, I noticed with that, it gave me, like, double guts. But you don't really need guts. So, I'm wondering if, like, you're better off only Spirit Bursting on things that you need. because they sort of move around. So that was, I believe, Super Creek on Guts. But I imagine Super Creek would also show up on Stamina, and therefore the Spirit Burst is a lot more useful. Yeah, to be honest, I put this down to the skills. Look, those are the only 3 skills I got, really, because there were just no useful skills. They were all Pace Chaser ones. Yeah, not terrible stat-wise, I think. I mean, power really let me down. Damn, that sucks. Oh well, win some, you lose some. I doubt she'll even be in my top 3. Also, it's insane how rare decent sparks are. Like, I have never had a 3 spark. I've only had like 2 or 3 2 sparks. You get tons of like 3 sparks on distance or 3 spark on a skill, but it seems getting like good sparks on stats is incredibly rare. Yeah, not even in my top. I'm sorry, Mayano. I tried. Oh well. Got a load of good money, and yeah, just thought I'd check that. Got a load of good money and stuff, so I've been working quite hard to level up all of my things in rarity order. So now I'm down into just the rares and stuff now, so... and I always make sure I've got like at least 5k monies so I can borrow people for the career. But yeah, so that is Umamusume Pretty Derby. Let me know if you want to see more of this. I do play pretty much every day, although I generally just come on and do the like the daily races. I don't always do a career every day. But yeah, if you would like to see more of this game, do let me know. I would probably be pretty happy to play some more. So, thank you very much for watching. If you have advice, please do put it in the comments, but do be nice. You know, I don't super try hard this, I just play it for fun. So, thank you very much, and I will catch you later.